wonderful. Roberto, you won the toss. Good luck to you, Roberto, and good luck to you, Sam.
Thank you, Jim.
Both of you.
Congressional's opening hole is a 405-yard par 4. It's straight out over a swale of rough to a rising fairway with bunkers about 240 yards from the tee. The green is well trapped. Roberto Devincenzo has the honor off the tee. Roberto kind of half-tops the first tee shot here in the morning. It will not reach the fairway. It's in the tall grass just prior to the fairway. The fairway actually starts out about 160 yards off the tee, and Roberto, he seemed to rush that backswing, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He sort of snapped at it.
He sure did. Sam Snead has one of the most fluent swings I guess the game has ever had. He will go on forever, and I think the secret of his game is a beautiful rhythm that he has. Let's take a look at it. Sam hooks it off down the left side. It's headed toward the sand trap. It's going to land just short of the sand trap, and it stops there. It doesn't reach it, Gene. We're going into a pretty brisk wind here today, and Sam's in the rough to the left of the trap short, and Roberto is short of the fairway, only about 160 yards off the tee. Roberto Devincenzo and Snead got off to a bad start here, Gene, early this morning, and Roberto topped his tee shot, half-topped it. He's not in the fairway, a long way off, and is going to use a 3-wood for his second shot. And he hit a beautiful shot with a 3-wood. He will not reach the green. He'll be just about 60 yards short of the cup itself, but with a fine shot out of the tall rough here on number 1 at the Congressional Club in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Sam Snead, about 235 yards from the tee in the left-hand rough, has a big shot to play to this elevated green, and will use a 3-iron. Well, he's right at that flag, Gene. It's headed right toward the pin. It's going to land on the front side of the green, runs up just about pin high. He landed on the upslope where he might have been back in this bunker, but the ball slowed down, and he's just about cup high and has about a 35-footer for a birdie. Roberto Devincenzo with a wedge for his third shot. Right at the flag, it looks awfully good. Oh, beautiful shot by Roberto. Hey, Gene, he looks like he might save himself a par here.
He's in a good position to get his 4, all right.
Sam Snead away, putting for a birdie from about 30 feet.
Jim, be prepared for a new style of putting today.
Looks like a land crab. That was a good putt for old Sam. He's laid it up there just about 18 inches away, and he's in Roberto's line of putt, and so he's going to mark it. Here's Roberto Devincenzo putting for par 4. Oh, what a beautiful recovery 4 there.
Oh, wonderful.
That was quite a 4 from down there, wasn't it?
It was.
You can hear the helicopters overhead here. We're near the Bethesda, Maryland Naval Hospital, where the helicopters land quite frequently.
Walter Reed also.
Walter Reed is near. Sam Snead got his par, and through the first hole, both players get their pars, and the match is all even. At the 195-yard par 3 second hole, with a $10,000 hole-in-one prize money on the line, Devincenzo was short of the green with his tee shot, and Sam Snead bunkered his. Roberto, about 80 feet from the cup, is ready to play his second shot, pitching with a wedge. Pitches it up well. Will it hold? No. Oh! Boy, it took a lot of spin there, Gene, and he almost hit that flag. Roberto's about 5 feet from the cup, and Sam about 70 feet away in a kind of a shallow bunker. We'll play a wedge out of this soft sand. Ooh, Sam didn't hit that the way he wanted to. He's going to be short and right of the pin. Sam Snead out of the trap, just about 10 feet away. Let's take another look at this putting stroke here. It's in. Oh! Gene, good putters can putt anyway, can't they? It goes to show you. Sam's been a great putter all of his life, and he can stand on his head and putt.
He could putt with a broom.
That's the truth. Here's Roberto putting for his par. Oh, it looked like it should have broke off to the right, but it didn't, and he got his bogey. And Sam, would you come in and tell us about that putting stroke, please?
Sam, how long has this been going on?
Oh, Gene, I started last year at the PGA.
What's the secret?
What do you mean the secret? Get the ball in the hole.
You've been doing that all of your life. Are you kidding?
Well, Jim, the old one hasn't been working too well the other way, so I thought I'd try something else.
You know, you look like you're based in the Turkey.
A turkey?
Well, that was a nice 3, and through the second hole, Snead takes a 1-stroke lead on Shell's Wonderful World of Golf. Sam Snead and Roberto Devincenzo have had very long, successful careers because they built golf swings that were, and still are, the epitome of simplicity and good form. We'll see them in slow motion as they drive on the 459-yard par 4 third hole. Both have excellent posture at address. Their backs are straight, and in reaching out to the ball, they bend comfortably at the waist. Sam makes a forward press with his right knee to help begin his fluid action. The club is drawn back on the inside, the hips turn like a swivel, and now, on top, the left arm is firm, the left knee is bent, and the right leg is braced to hold his balance. Roberto also presses his right knee forward to begin. He, too, maintains a firm left arm, and if there's any difference, it's only that Roberto doesn't raise his left heel as much, so his pivot is not quite as pronounced. The move down is a smoothly timed motion, everything working together. The weight has been transferred to the left side, and the right shoulder comes under as the right hand releases to drive the club head through the ball for power and control. Both carried their drives close to 265 yards into the rain-softened fairway. Sam is a yard or so away for his second shot to the green, and the old slammer is going to use a 1-iron. It may be a little too much club. And he slammed it right at that green. It's going to hook a little bit off to the left. It's going to land on the green. Will it stop? No, it trickles over and down the fringe, and he's in the short fringe or short rough just off to the left. Here's Roberto with the longer tee shot down the left side. He, too, draws the ball, everything from right to left. He's going to hit a 4-iron for his second shot. Starts it off to the right. It's hooking back toward the flag. It's going to land about right. Runs up toward the flag. Beautiful shot. There it goes right at the pin. And whoa, what a golf shot by Roberto.
That is a great shot.
Sam Snead, his ball is sitting pretty well there, Gene, off in that rough.
What is he using there, an 8?
He's using an 8-iron, so he is pitching uphill, which gives him the advantage. That's a good chip. He was about 40 feet away, and what a fine touch this man has. He's going to put it out. And he puts down there, gets way down between his legs. Here's Roberto putting for birdie 3. Beautiful shot with a 4-iron. Fine 3 by Roberto. What a shot. And through the third hole, after that fine birdie 3 by Roberto Devincenzo, this match is all even. On the 402-yard par 4 fourth hole at the Congressional Country Club in Washington, D.C., Snead has hit the green in 2. Devincenzo has bunkered his second shot, is about 50 feet away, and is using his sand wedge. That's a nice shot out toward. It's a beautiful shot. It lands about 20 feet short and runs just about 5 feet away. That was a good shot, Gene. Snead has about an 18-footer now. And it looks awfully good if it's up. It was a good speed putt. Had he hit it a little firmer, it would have made it. It was right straight, hit it right straight toward the cup. He's going to put it out.
He had the line all right.
And got his full. Roberto with a chance to recover out of the sand trap. Oh, Roberto's pulling those little ones. That's the second one he's pulled off to the left. And he didn't have a tough putt there, Gene. He just seemed to pull it off to the left. It was straight uphill. Yeah. And through the fourth hole, Sam Snead leads by 1 stroke. At the 408-yard par 4 fifth, Sam Snead took the driving honor. and with that beautiful rhythmic swing, smoothed one down the center of the fairway. Roberto Devincenzo followed with a fine drive of his own. They then went on to make easy par fours, and there was no change in the match. The sixth hole is a 522-yard par 5, and it's a beauty. On the hole, Snead and Devincenzo have played their second shot short of the green. Sam's about 145 yards from home, and he's going to play a 7-iron. It's a dangerous shot if he goes for the cup. But he played the fat part of the green, which is a very cagey shot by old Sam. Lands on the downslope and runs in the back of the green, and Sam has a long putt. It must be at least 50 or 60 feet. But that was about the smartest shot, Gene, because had he gone over at the flag, the wind might have driven his ball down into the trap, or if he gets a flyer and holds it up, he's in the water hazard over the green. Roberto's in a little better position for his third shot. He's about 75 yards out, but with this wind at his back, it's still going to be tough stopping the ball. He'll try to pinch this wedge shot. And lands way over the flag, trickles back into the short rough, or in the frog hair, just over the green about 6 inches, and Snead has about a 55-footer. Sam Snead on the green. He has a little manipulation to do over here, this
Oh, you see what I see?
Look what he's going to now. He seems
Conventional way.
And it looks good if it's up. And it's almost up. It hung out to the left there, although the contour in the green seemed to break off to the right. And both Snead and Roberto was telling Gene and myself that due to the poanya in the green here, that it's not taking a break like it should. Roberto Devincenzo out of the fringe, about 6 inches in the fringe, 28 feet away. Putted's very strong. He figured the frog hair might hold it up, but he didn't. He's a pass about 5 feet. He's going to put out for his par. Beautiful putt. Nice comeback, Gene.
Yes, sir. He was a little too bold on that first one.
Snead has just about a 4-footer for his par. He had a long approach putt. Now he goes back to his sand fiddler style. Oh, that broke fast there. Through the sixth hole, this match is all even on Shell's Wonderful World of Golf. And Roberto made pars, and the match remained all even. Here at the par 4 8th hole, Sam Snead has bunkered his second shot. Roberto has hit the green in 2 and has about a 28-footer for a birdie. Sam, about 60 feet away, will explode with his sand wedge. Oh, that's going to be short. Oh, boy, that sand is wet and soft. And he's short about 12 to 14 feet away. Roberto Devincenzo putting for birdie, just almost straight. Gene took a look at it, said it was straight, so we'll watch it. It's up. Ooh, I'll say it's up. Boy, he ran that past a good 5 feet, 4 feet anyway. He hit that very firm. Now, if Sam holds this, the pressure goes right back onto Roberto.
You are absolutely right, James.
And it didn't break at all, and it looked like it was going to break, and Sam again was a little disappointed in that ball not breaking. It went past the cup about a foot. He got his bogey 5. Roberto could take the lead here for the first time in the match here on the 8th hole with this putt of just about 4 feet. Roberto takes the lead for the first time in the match today. He leads by 1 stroke. National Country Club in Washington, D.C. is a rolling fairway, 5 par, 525 yards. Oh, that was Roberto's best tee shot of the day. It's a beautiful shot. It's started down the right side. It's looking back now toward the center of the fairway. It's going to land on the, just on the top of the hill and runs down the hill. And Roberto, with the wind here on this long 5 par 9th hole, could reach the green in 2. Beautiful tee shot. Both boys right down the center of the fairway. And, Dean, there are two of the best shots that either Sam or Roberto has hit all day, don't you think?
Oh, they were a picture, both of them.
Roberto and Sam both hit down the center. Sam is going to play it short. There's a huge gully just in front of this green, Gene, and I see no point in Sam trying to reach it, do you?
No, I don't think this is a good green to go for, Jim. You can get in a lot of trouble here with that second shot.
He takes his 4-iron, plays it right down the center of the fairway. It's going to land on the fairway and stops just about where he wants it. He's about 120 or 30 yards short of the green. Roberto, about 5 yards past Sam, is about 285 yards off the tee, but he too is going to lay up short of the gully. It would have been a full 240-yard carry to get home, and Roberto has wisely taken a 5-iron and is playing safe. He's going to be close to Sam's ball, and both will have short approach shots left to this ninth green. Here's Roberto now for his third shot, using a 9-iron. It's going to land right at the flag. This is a gorgeous-looking golf shot. Could go in a hole. Beautiful shot. If it hadn't taken that spin, it was headed right at that hole, Gene, wasn't it? It sure was. Here's Sam Snead from about the same position with a 9-iron, too, and he's off to the right again. He eases up. He only had a wedge shot in there, and he tried to hit a 9-iron, and he has another long putt for birdie, and Devincenzo only about 5 feet away. Sam Snead with just about a 28-footer for a birdie. That's going to be a little short and off to the right. It didn't break, and it looked like it might fall off to the left a little bit, Gene, but that hung out there.
You know, Sam was telling me that style of putting, Jim, is better on fast greens.
I would think so, yes.
And that's why he's been short so often.
Here's Roberto for an opportunity here from 4 feet for his second birdie in this 9 holes, and it could take a 2-stroke lead over Sam Snead. Oh, well, that's the third time that he's pulled those little putts off to the left, and Roberto had a great chance there to take a nice 2-stroke lead, Gene.
He missed it on the left side each time.
3 times now from the same distance. Gene, analyzing the first 9 holes, just what do you see in both players?
Well, Jim, Roberto played 2 beautiful approach shots on this 9. Back at the 3rd hole, when he was 1 shot down, he hit a perfect 4-iron right at the flag and got the putt for a birdie to even the match. Then at this 9th hole, as we just saw, he took a 9-iron and punched the ball over the ravine and again right at the pin. This boy sure gets backspin on the ball. As for Sam, I thought it was very interesting back at the 6th hole to see him go to the conventional putting style when he had a long putt. He stands at the side of the ball for putts of 50 feet or so. But for the shorter putts, he gets into that land crab stance, as you call it. I guess for the shorter ones, he feels he can get away with it better.
Let's call the boys in.
You know, you missed about 3 putts on that 9, and each one of those putts were missed on the left side.
Yeah, the best part is I saw some Snead ball, he crack and let it to the left, and I feel like it might go straight, but my ball go to the left, and I play for the other side. This ace green is very funny today.
Sam, we were talking. I've never seen you ease up on your second shot. You usually give it the full treatment in there, you know. You seem
Is that what the trouble is?
Yeah, you seem to be. Now, I'm not trying to give you any lessons.
You be careful. He's disqualified.
That's right.
But that was very good going, Roberto. And it's too bad about this putt after that beautiful third shot. Very beautiful third shot.
Thank you, Roberto.
And through the first 9 holes, Roberto Devincenzo leads by 1 stroke.